Okay, so with so many games coming out, I want to talk about a few games that are really here for those who are just looking for casual gaming, but more importantly for those who are still fans of the DC universe. Even after the lack of interest they clearly are showing in their fans, here we go. So first, let's talk about their beat 'em up release, their beat 'em up melee game, Multiverses, whereby you can choose a variety of characters available if you, of course, are a pay-to-play kind of person. You can customize your characters. While I wouldn't recommend paying to customize your characters. It's really just it's fun. It's a fun free-to-play game. It's something to play for fun, and it's entertaining for pretty much any age group. My brother likes it. My little brother, he's 20, he's 20 something years old. I already forgot his age. Sorry. He's 20 something years old, and there's my little sister. She's a huge fan of that game. It really got her back into games. Personally, I like the fact that there's a game that she could actually enjoy. That's not some just tripe. Anyway, as a free, although it's a fun free to play game, I will say some of the skins look cool. But all that aside, my favorite character to play as is always going to be Superman. It's my go-to character. But if you're not a fan of DC, there are characters like Shaggy from the Mystery Inc. The Mystery Inc. crew. Of course, you also had Velma, and then you have Rick and Morty, and then you have a smattering of others. Really, you have the entire core trinity of the DC characters in there. I mean, you have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. I mean, you can have Batman go face to face with any character in there. I think they added Black Adam recently. I haven't actually checked, but from what I remember, they actually added him. Anyway, with so many games going purely online, another thing that makes this entertaining is it's a couch co-op. I love couch co-op games. It takes me back to stuff like Super Smash Bros. Melee and things of that nature. And while you can't compare this to Smash Bros., I mean, you cannot compare it. It's still a fun game to play. Now, another game from the DC universe that I enjoyed playing was Gotham Knights. It's been out for a while now. It's fun to play, and now it's one of those really easy games for those who are. If you're a fellow gamer like me, then you're not going to really like it. Personally, I like it only because of the characters that are in it, and because I'm still a fan of DC. Now, mind you, like I said, it's a very easy game a very, very I cannot stress this enough. Very easy to play game. You can beat it in like a week, maybe even less time if you know, sit there for a few hours. But personally, it's like I said, it's a pretty good game. It's very short though, and I guess if you're a live streamer, it's definitely good. If you're trying to get through a game, this is the game for you. This is the perfect game. But I still like it. It's still a game that I enjoy. If you don't like the idea of Batman being not being a focal point in this game, then you're not going to like the game much. However, this game does have its flaws. I'm always seeing patches being added to it most of the time, but all that aside, it does have flaws. And so if you're not one that is like if you can't put up with a game that has so many flaws, then I would say don't get it. It's not something to get for you. It's really just if you're a big fan of DC and you just wanted something that was fun, entertaining and kind of lighthearted to a degree, then this was the perfect game. It had so much fun, like so much entertaining storytelling that I mean, I'm not going to even do a review on the story because of the fact that everyone has done reviews on the story. I'm just sharing my opinion on what I thought of the game. The storytelling was fun, fast paced, and the gameplay itself was really the best part about the game. However, like I said, it's definitely easy. Even on the hardest setting, you can get through it pretty quickly if you have played it, especially if you've played it on lower settings to begin with. Once you get to the difficult setting, it's really just it becomes too easy because you know how everything works. Anyway, mm. Sorry, throat's a little raspy. Anyway, so in this game you get to, of course, it's centered on Dick Grayson playing as Nightwing, and Barbara Gordon as Batgirl. Then you have Tim Drake as Robin. Sorry, Damian Wayne fans, I know you probably preferred him, but y'all are weird, and I prefer Tim Drake over Damian Wayne any day. Now you also have Jason Todd, the former Robin, as Red Hood. And if I'm missing anything, you can play the game for yourself, but personally, I recommend waiting until it goes on sale. That's the other thing. The price of this game it's far too overpriced for the game that you're getting. Personally, the game is not the best, like I said, but for the price, it really makes that's the tough sell, really. If they had made it maybe half that price, I got ours for like $90 because it was the pre-order and it had all the DLC that you could really get for it at the time, and so and a bunch of skins. It came with a bunch of skins and stuff, so it was just it felt worth it at the time. But really, I still enjoy the game. Whether I don't feel I wasted money, in my opinion. If you're a fan of DC, you'll pick up the game. It's your choice, though. It's one of the things that one of the games I've enjoyed, and I haven't had a good DC game to enjoy in a while. Now, another game to mention is one from the past that seems to still be going on, and that's DC Universe Online. I remember first getting the game on PS3 when it first came out, and when it went free to play, I was pissed off. Sorry about that, my phone went off. Anyway, the benefits of that, although the benefits of that game, getting it on a premium version, buying the game physical copy, is that it remained on my account, and the account carried over to the other versions of the PlayStation. It continued, and I'm able to actually access the powers that you would not be able to have unless you had bought this package and bought this premium package generally. So when I played this game, every now and then I just get to play. Whenever I play the game, whenever I just want some time, I have some time to kill, and I just want to relax. But it's one of those fun games still because of the fact that you get to create your own character and you get to fight alongside your favorite DC superheroes. You got Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman, and then you have so many other characters like the Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter, and you have pretty much the entire DC universe. And they're constantly adding new goals, new missions, things to do, but it is a bit repetitive at times. So if you're one of those people that prefers the grind, then you're gonna love this game. So if you're a DC fan, if you want to fight alongside your favorite DC hero, they've really changed the way the game's played, giving you more. You're for one, you're giving more. You're actually given more hero time with your favorite characters. Once you design your own hero, an original character, then you get to fight against Brainiac and of course many other enemies. But now you actually fight with, like you're actually not fighting against, but or not even wearing the skin of these heroes. You get to fight alongside them, interact with them. And the game just feels more alive now than it did before. Now it's not perfect, mind you. It has its bugs and it's a little bit laggy at times. But for a game that's free to play, you still get to do amazing things in there. It's just a lot more fun than most games. It's massive. It's a massive game. It's an MMORPG game, so of course it's going to be a massive game. And if you're a gamer of the grind, then you will enjoy this game. However, it can seem tedious for those who don't like the grind. And so if you're a pay to play or pay to, whatever the heck you are, you might still enjoy the game. Now, maybe you're just a casual gamer. I don't know. I'm a little bit of both. Sometimes I'm a competitive gamer. Sometimes I'm, you know, casual. It really depends on the day. It really depends on the season I'm in, really. Like if I'm having writer's block or whatever. Lastly, there is a future DC game coming out very soon called Suicide Squad. Now, I don't know how soon actually. It's called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And with that, I must check out. Don't get me wrong, I like the story of these characters, but the reality is, I'm not a fan of the whole Superman and the Justice League going bad storyline. It's just been done to death, pun intended. And just personally, I want a Superman open world game, an MMORPG video game, MMO open world, not online, sorry, just open world RPG game with difficult missions, intricate designs, and a game engine that is similar to what you would find in like an Arkham game or in the Spider-Man Insomniac games. I mean, really, there are so many villains to choose from to include in the game to keep it going for weeks, months, I mean, forever. You have Lobo, Mongol, Metallo, Brainiac, Mixopitalik, Maxima, Black Adam, Lex Luthor, Inner Gang. I mean, the sky's the limit. Also, pun intended. So yeah, I cannot even recommend Suicide Squad as a game. But if you like it, check it out. Personally, I want to see, before they even make this game, I really want to see some kind of trailer, some kind of inclination that they're going to, or some form of indication that they're going to put out a Superman open world RPG video game. Now, I may have ranted there a bit, but the fact is, there's so many things coming out, so many games, and so many similar games that I really just want to see a fun game involving Superman. I'm done with Batman stuff. It's really just so tedious. And I'm not a huge fan of Batman. Now, not to say I don't like the character. I do like him in the right context, and I don't mind the movies. I don't mind the comics. But the fact is, I've seen him so many times. I don't think they can really tell another story of him. It's so done. I mean, I might be the only one. I might be the outlier, but the fact is, I prefer Superman. Superman is my favorite character in DC. He always will be. You got Superman, you have Static Shock. Another game that I would love to see is an open world Static Shock game. If not open world, then a beat 'em up game or something Static Shock related. I mean, there's so many things I want to see. I mean, you have or a Flash video game. I mean, seriously, the sky the actually at this point the sky's not the limit. The multiverse is the limit. I mean, granted, I'm tired of seeing the multiverse story told over and over again. I'm starting to see and understand why everyone online complains about the open world concept, or not the open world, the multiversal concept becoming tedious. I get it. For me though, I still like the multiverse. It's just that idea that they haven't established a primary universe yet. Why go into a multiverse when you have a primary universe that hasn't been established? Anyway, with all that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time on Create TV.